When Prince George's County Executive Angela Alsobrook started her term, she was very clear that youth sports and youth involved in sports was an important initiative for her. We thank Angela for coming in and helping to take this project across the finish line. She was unable to make it today, but thank you to Tara Jackson for joining us. Please extend our gratitude to the county executive. Tara, where are you? Oh, there you are. Thank you. Our good friend Senator Chris Van Hollen was unable to join us today, but thank you to Kenny Simons for being here. Please thank the senator for his support. Kenny, where are you? Somewhere out there. Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission and Deputy Director Steve Carter is here. Steve, thank you so much. Stand up so people can see you. And the Redevelopment Authority of Prince George's County, Stephen Paul, represented by Andrea Anderson, who also joins us today. Thank you, Andrea. Where are you? There you are. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of our sponsors. It's just so wonderful that we can come together and bring a project like this for kids in a community that desperately needs it. So now, we have quite a few speakers this morning. I promise we will keep it quick, keep it moving, have you out for an early lunch. Now, I'd like to introduce our first speaker. Harold Timmelman is the board chairman of the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation. He has been a great leader at the foundation, and he is a great friend. Please welcome our board chairman and my boss, so I want to hear it, Harold Timmelman.
Thank you, Steve. That's one of the first times he's ever introduced me without ripping me at the same time. I want to thank you all for joining us today to celebrate the opening of this special youth development park. As Steve said, our very first park located at a local police department. We are extremely proud of this groundbreaking accomplishment. I do want to add my thanks to you, Governor Hogan, for your leadership and for the leadership of so many before you. You all have made such a great difference for this foundation in the state of Maryland and across the nation. The Cal Ripken Foundation was founded 21 years ago by Cal, Bill, and the Ripken family to honor the memory of their father, who was the ultimate coach to so many. You know, when Cal and Bill's mom, Vi, and her two sons got together to honor their dad, they thought they would be helping some deserving kids in the Baltimore area. I doubt they could have envisioned that over 21 years they would be impacting millions of kids all across our nation. Hockey Hall of Famer Wayne Gretzky once wrote that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Well, Cal and Bill and their mom took a shot, and they sure didn't miss. And we're greatly indebted to the family for what you have accomplished on behalf of kids all across our country. The foundation has evolved into a remarkable organization that tackles some of the most pressing needs and fills gaps in services to underserved kids in our country's most distressed areas. Back in 2008, we saw there was a need for a clean and safe place for kids to play and learn life lessons. So we started building these state-of-the-art youth development parks, and this one today, as Steve said, is number 107 in 26 states across the country. The Badges for Baseball program at our parks make this as strong as it could possibly be. And the leadership of the Police Athletic League and the police officers make all of that possible. I am so proud of the law enforcement partners of our foundation. The women and men here in uniform today, you are very special to us, and we are indebted to the service that you provide at great risk and sacrifice to you and to your families. We salute all of you. I must say that the field projects that you see today are my personal favorites because they truly transform neighborhoods. One thing is for sure, we could not do everything we do without all of you, and we so appreciate your investment in us.
Will you please welcome Dan Towers?
Thank you. It's so great to be here today. This field is amazing. It's so beautiful. And then just the energy that you all bring, the turnout, beautiful day. It just really couldn't be better. At Group 1001, we believe that sports and education have the power to transform communities. Investing in strong partnerships like the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation allow us to impact communities in a positive way. On behalf of Group 1001, we are proud to be part of the 107th Youth Development Park here in Prince George's County. We are honored to share in the Foundation's mission to provide clean, green spaces for kids to go after school, to learn and play, as well as provide healthy lifestyle programs. It's exciting to see the first multi-purpose turf park to be built on the grounds of a police department. The link between the community and law enforcement plays an essential role in creating positive engagement. And this field, in this location, will be able to impact over 800 children a year. Ribbon cuttings are one of my favorite events. In the past 5 years, working alongside the foundation, we've had an estimated impact of over 66,000 youth, engaged 985 mentors, and built 14 youth development parks. I'll never forget the first field that we did together when the athletic director came out and the look on his face when he told me that the impact that the fields were having on the community, the school, the parents, the kids, and everybody involved. And on that day, I was sold that our commitment was going to be big and was going to be long-standing. Over the next 5 years, as Steve said, we pledge to continue this work. Group 1001 couldn't be more excited to continue working alongside the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation to build more parks, create more programming, and impact more youth. These projects bring us together in a way that brings out our best, resulting in an enormous impact on community lives. Thank you to the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation, to Steve Salem, Carrie Lebo, Chuck Brady, Randy Acosta, Travis, and everyone at the foundation for all the great work that you do. And of course, to my team at Group 1001, the Group 1001 team, and Whitney Kuntz, our Director of Sponsorships, thank you for all that you guys do to engage with the Ripken Foundation. And again, thank you for having us here today.
It's just so exciting to be here as we celebrate, as was mentioned by a couple of other speakers, the opening of the very first youth development park in the nation to be located on the grounds of a police department. I just think that's wonderful. For nearly 8 years, my administration has had one central mission, and that was to change Maryland for the better. And that work begins by finding innovative ways to help our youngest Marylanders reach their full potential. And this is a perfect example of that, which is why I'm so pleased to be here today and proud that the state of Maryland was a strong partner in the completion of this game-changing project. Last year alone, Cal Ripken Senior Foundation engaged more than 1.2 million at-risk youth in over 500 cities in 42 states. They truly are transforming lives and providing opportunities to kids who need them most. Our administration has provided nearly $2.2 million to support the foundation's critical work here in Maryland, and we were proud to include another $2.5 million in our most recent budget for Ripken baseball tournament fields. The state of Maryland helped launch the very first field at the site of the old Memorial Stadium in Baltimore at the Y of Central Maryland. And we have now helped fund 7 Ripken Foundation projects across the state.
Our wonderful sponsors of this field, of course, is Prince George's County and its county executive, Angela Alsobrooks. Angela was unable to be here this morning, but representing her is Tara Jackson, and I'd like to ask her to come up and say a few words. Tara.
Well, good morning and greetings to all of you. Today is such a big day for us, a grass and dirt milestone for the county that is the result of collaborative planning that has spanned, as you have already heard, over many, many years and required hard work and coordination by many partners that are here today to celebrate with us. And I want to say first, thank you to the governor. You know, we're getting used to having you come to Prince George's County, and we love it. And I think maybe you brought the good weather. So either you or Mr. Ripken brought the good weather. So we just so appreciate you, and we appreciate the partnership. So many of you here know how near and dear to the county executive's heart are youth, the youth in this county. And likewise, youth sports facilities are. They are a key element in keeping our young people safe and engaged. And over the years, many of you have been able to envision the potential for the partnerships that are made possible here today in Prince George's County. Without the spirit of partnership, between the Ripken Foundation, between Group 1001, the title sponsor, between our county police department, the state agencies, and the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, this would have all just been an idea instead of a joyous reality that we are all here together to celebrate and unveil. And on behalf of the County Executive also Brooks, I want to thank each and every one of these organizations for the role that they play in creating positive outcomes for our young people. Specifically to the Ripken Foundation, in 2021, your commitment to keeping young people safe has allowed thousands and thousands of kids in this state to participate in your programs. With partnership in, I understand, over 18 youth organizations. And we are so pleased to have the first partnership on Prince George's County, or on police property. We're so pleased that you've decided to come here to make that a reality. And I just want to stop and say that so often in recent times, we have been sitting at the table with the police department, just agonizing over our young people and the trouble that they find themselves in so often. But it is so good to be here today, bringing an opportunity to the young people of Prince George's County. To our police department and our chief, we know that this pandemic has been challenging across the country in a number of ways, and your teams have been at the forefront of keeping us safe at a time when our public health emergency made it challenging. Despite this, you still dedicate time both on and off the clock to build relationships in our community, and you look for ways to keep our young people motivated and challenged and out of the criminal justice system.
Sponsor of this field is the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission. We are so grateful for their commitment to this community, and would you please welcome Stephen Carter to say a few words. Steve.
Good morning. I bring you greetings on behalf of our newly appointed chair, Mr. Peter Shapiro, and our director of Department of Parks and Recreation, Bill Tyler. We are thrilled and excited to join in the partnership with Prince George's County Executive, the Honorable Angela Alsobrook. So thank you. Cal Ripken Senior Foundation and the Police Athletic League to break ground on this new field of dreams right here in Landover community. Our department's mission is to enrich the quality of life for present and future generations, is what today's groundbreaking is all about. For more than 50 years, Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, Department of Parks and Recreation, has provided the residents with award-winning parks and recreation services, programs, and facilities. Today, our investment to develop, to permit, and to maintain this field demonstrates our commitment in providing equitable opportunities to live more, play more for all users, all levels and abilities. This field will be one of 300 plus offerings in our inventory, providing sports programs and services to help build character, life skills, and mentorship in safe spaces. Someone on this stage once said, how you doing, Cal? I felt some great feelings on the baseball field, in front of thousands on the field and millions on TV. But the feeling you get when you give a kid a chance, that is 100 times greater than that feeling. So kids, keep believing, achieving, and aspiring to be great, because we know anything is possible if you work hard. Once again, on behalf of the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, we thank you and we look forward to building more opportunities like this for our kids in Prince George's County. Have a great day.
Good morning. I think it's still morning. Well, let me say what a beautiful day it is. This is an absolutely beautiful day, a great day, April 22nd. Let me start off on this special day by thanking our partners with the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation, Group 1001, the State of Maryland Department of Housing and Community Development, our governor. Thank you so much. I was just with him a couple of days ago. He didn't even remember, I don't think. Did you remember, Governor? Yeah. Okay, good. I put him on the spot. But let me say this about our governor, because just a couple of days ago, his undying support of local law enforcement was felt in a room of municipal police chiefs from across Maryland. And it was wonderful to hear his words and his support. So I want to say thank you so much. I thanked him then. I want to thank him publicly now for his support for law enforcement in the state of Maryland. So thank you so much. The Prince George's County Executive, Ms. Angela Also Brooks, and the Chief Administrative Officer, Ms. Tara Jackson, the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, and the Redevelopment Authority of Prince George's County for their participation in this innovative and truly inspirational project. The Prince George's County Police Department and everyone in this community, and our community, we thank you. A few short years ago, the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation met with the Prince George's County Police Department with a vision to build a Ripken Youth Development Park right here on Barlow Road. Now, a few short years later, those initial conversations have gathered us here today for a ribbon-cutting ceremony that is symbolic of a new beginning. This inauguration represents an opportunity to show genuine appreciation to all parties and organizations that work towards making what was once a dream become a reality. And we know that this will positively impact our youth. Moreover, this moment is a chance for us to honor those who were instrumental in initiating and supporting the Ripken Youth Development Park from its very beginning. As the first baseball field located on police property in the entire country, I think it's understated that the police division is right here. It's right here, for those who don't know. So being on this property is a milestone. And for the Prince George's County Police Department, for Prince George's County, for the residents who are here, and for the youth who are here, I know all too well what a park like this represents to young people, because it's parks not quite as good as this one that affected my life and kept me out of trouble and geared many of my friends to a place to go, and many times just to play some sports, for us to network, provide teamwork and leadership. And enough can't be said for the men and women you see out here in uniform. The motto of Prince George's County Police Department is the first to serve, first to serve. And oftentimes that service is connected to some type of enforcement. But what you don't see is what is happening here today. That connection builds police and community relations, so that first to serve is about a positive, professional police service delivered to all our residents and especially our youth. This is what we're building on today. The Ripken Youth Development Park stands as both a display of commitment and dedication to Prince George's County as we continue to strengthen the relationship between the community and the Prince George's County Police Department, your police department, through a nation's greatest pastime, baseball. We look forward to the future and the innovative ideas that this partnership will bring to life as we build a community development center right here. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You know, the challenge, I guess, when you're the last speaker is that all the great things, all the great reasons for the field, all the great reasons for the foundation, all the great work has been talked about, you know, over and over again. And this group here has articulated our mission and our message that we've been trying to for all these years in a really concise and really wonderful way. But there's a few points. Let me see if I can offer a perspective and maybe a little insight into, you know, why this all started. But let me first start off by, and I might be a little redundant, but this is the 107th Youth Development Park nationwide. We celebrated 100, I guess, earlier this year, and it just blows me away that we've been able to do that many fields and have that much impact. Our foundation has a long and successful history with the Prince George's County Police Department. Since 2013, we have worked with them through our Badges for Baseball program, so it's only natural that our first ever youth development park on the grounds of the police department be right here. We always say that we can do good things on our own, but we can do great things with great partners. And this is a terrific example of this. The Prince George's County Police Department, the state of Maryland, Prince George's County, and our great friends at Group 1001 have come together to make this a reality. I do want to spend a moment telling you about Dan Towers and Group 1001. Dan is a member of our board and a great friend. A few years ago, we were introduced and he immediately saw what we were doing to help kids and he wanted to help. Group 1001 has now committed $10 million to the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation, and this park is 12 of 14 that they are planning a significant role in. So Dan, thank you so much for your tremendous support. So here comes the hard part a little bit, because this all started because of Mom and Dad. We lost Mom earlier, I guess it's earlier this year. And every time that we do open a field, you know, it brings back those personal feelings and memories of why and how it all happened. Dad was always very community oriented. Dad always took a special interest in coaching kids and being in front of kids in a baseball sense, not for the purpose of finding professional baseball players, but for helping kids. Upon Dad's death, Mom encouraged us to actually try to capture the legacy of Dad's life. So we started the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation. And so when you start to think about it, we wanted to help kids, and we want to help kids one at a time, and we use the principles and the values that Dad used as a coach. And I will tell you, we lived it. Brother Billy and I and the rest of the family, we lived the messages that Dad wanted to give through us, and he gave it through his experience at coaching and developing. You know, I used to always say that he put air inside your chest, you know, made you feel proud, pushed you in the right direction, made you think that you could do it. So it's really interesting. The Badges for Baseball program is a magical program, and it's not new by any means. I mean, law enforcement has always been wanting to have a better relationship, and they use sports through many different programs across the country to actually make that connection. We decided that we were going to try to make them baseball coaches, you know, and so the real value of a coach spends a lot of time with kids, and not only do they teach them some specific things about sport, but they also teach them about life, and they're there to be a special sort of mentor. Now we're sending communities here on site with the police officers so they can come and continue that relationship of trust and being able to help and serve the communities in the way that they would like to. So we couldn't be more proud. This couldn't have turned out more perfect. You know, it seems like it should have been here all along, you know, when you come here. So it's really great. It's wonderful to be with you, and it's wonderful to celebrate this field and all the things that we're doing to help kids. Thank you so much.